kids these days, like you say, they maybe seem a bit disconnected, but I think they are very connected, I think they have a lot of information coming their way, and it's coming fast, like you said, and it's changing really fast, and that must be really overwhelming for kids these days to have to navigate. And if they don't feel like they're opening up about it, how do we navigate that as a parent? Any thoughts around that? Because it sounds to me like you have kids that are willing to open up and talk about it, which is fantastic. And how do we,
I
any
think I
advice around that?
I think there is no magic formula on this. In my point of view, I believe that my kids are open because at some point I decided to change and I decided to myself open. So I was open to that, and then they became open or they trust more. So it's not always the case, but most of the time, you can do is to change your attitude towards them or towards anyone, all right? If you want open communication, if you want transparency, if you want a trust, the first person that needs to promote that is you.
Yeah, you're modeling for the child the environment that you want to create.
Yeah, and I have had a very vivid memory of that. I remember being unhappy going to work. I was dressed as an office guy, and I remember vividly that thought. I was dressed as an office guy going with my little suitcase to the train station to go to my job, and I felt overweight. I felt unhappy and all of that. But I remember that day, that the night before, I said to my kids, "You guys, there's no limit. The sky is the limit. You can do whatever you want. You don't get attached to things. You can." And the guy saying that was me. That was actually very unhappy and suffering my own incapacity to understand that the sky is the limit. So if I say all these words to my kids, but I'm not that, it's not true. That my kids are not going to listen to me. They're not going to understand what I'm saying. They're not going to understand that I can do whatever I want while looking at the dad suffering.
Wow, that's just really powerful.
So I said, well, it's not the most important thing for me is to be my words more than my words. Like, I mean, to be before my words. And then my words, I can actually describe who I am. But first of all, you need to be that. So I cannot tell my kids, do whatever you want or feel free to do when you're not,
Mm.
because they pick on that. Or say, don't drink and you buy and you're constantly drinking, or don't do this, don't do that, and you're hiding doing it. So doesn't share things. Talk to me about things, and you never share anything. So it is. You know what I mean? It's like I've done it for a long time. This is new to me as well.
Yeah, I'm stuck on that really powerful image that you created of yourself walking to the train station dressed as an office worker. And the way that you said that, it was almost like you were playing a character where you were showing up for a play or something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's how I felt.
Yeah, 100%. Uh, and the show kind of continuing because you were putting on this idea to your kids of living big and following their dreams and you can do anything. Yeah, you were kind of living in the shadow of yourself, going to work on the train station, feeling overweight, feeling uncomfortable, not happy. Your kids were listening to you, but they weren't really buying what you were saying.
No.
There's a big difference